kakanood nyo lang dito. Yung matches natin kanina, nalaman na natin kung sino nga ba ang mananalo or mga nanalo, and nakilala na rin natin kung sino mga bababa sa ating losers bracket. At nandito na nga tayo sa ating losers bracket no, with Angeles University Foundation GDE Sports facing off against PUP's Pylon Esports Diorum. Whew, matchup. Looking at this matchup, Yusuke, what do you think about it?
Well, personally speaking, kanina, I mean, I saw them firsthand when I was casting with Mochi, and I was actually quite impressed kay GD Esports and the way that they fended off Adu game. But I think it was a little bit of an unsteady game for Adu, and I think it's the reason why they dropped in the Ascent map earlier, specifically sa second half, nung sila na destabilize. For PUP naman, I think they were very comfortable because they actually had a comeback game. They were up against Recticano Esports, aka Love Team. Medyo may lead pa yung Love Team in the first half, and then pagdating natin sa second half, kasi na-equalize sila yung score naging 6-6, and
Mm-hmm.
they just stretched out their lead Sobrang nabasa nila yung movements ng Love Team. So, sayang for our fellow cousins in green and white, but the day belongs to PUP. And yun na nga nakita nga natin ng facecam ng ating Python Esports. Alam mo, Tayra, sobrang natutuwa ang ating mga viewers sa facecam. As in, this
Face
is the new
reveal.
installment. Oo nga face reveal
Sipin mo yung kumot o jacket ba to? Jacket ata tong sinusuot ng isang player. Sana malamig, sana all malamig sa room,
Oo nga
'di ba?
Sana
So,
all may cuddle body.
oo,
Ay,
wait,
sorry.
wait lang,
Ay,
masyadong
sorry.
malayo na
Sorry,
'yun,
Pao.
napa-oo
Sige.
na lang tuloy ako agad. Pero eto, tinitignan ko din yung, last time I casted with, GD Esports playing. Yung kalaban nila, sobrang confident na team. So, 'pag natapatan ang GD Esports ng isang napaka-confident na team with the strategy and game style, play style na ginagawa nila, medyo hindi magkanda o gaga yung players ng GD Esports. Trying to figure out kung paano sila makakapasok. So, kailangan talaga dito para sa team ng GD Esports is to have patience and also at the same time, yung chill. Yung pagka-relax ng mga players natin na this is not yet over o kaya naman kaka-start pa lang ng match natin just in case if ever man na hindi matuloy, no? Na kakasimula pa lang, kaya natin to onto the next round, reset the mindset, parang mga ganon. Yung I really think na kailangan ng GD Esports.
Yeah, I agree what you said concerning the reset kasi yun yung isang, let's say, gift when it comes to FPS. May pang half pa siya Parang football lang. Tamang halftime lang.
Oh, 'di ba? May tactical pause ka pwede mong gamitin para sa mga teams natin. So, sana ma-utilize din 'yon. Aside dun sa mga utility skills na ginagamit ng mga agents nyo na pwede nyong i-utilize, maaari ding ma-utilize yung mga tactical pause na 'yan,
Utilize your utils. I love it. It's
'di ba?
but
So, same
anyways.
same same wavelength, same
I know.
level, and
Yeah.
everything else. And
Roll of the
looking at
tongue.
it, it
Dinner.
just rolls off the tongue as well. And PUP, they're also a strong team right here sa UAC natin. We're
Mm-hmm.
just honestly waiting for the players para sa sumali sa ating lobby, no? And kung nanonood kayo at kakatunin nyo lang, i-share nyo na rin yung stream natin, guys. Don't be shy. Put some more, share some more. Share the stream and make your favorite college o kaya naman kung kayo ay nag-aaral sa mga college na to, supportahan nyo rin yung mga collegiate teams na meron tayo dito sa UAC. And of course, biggest shoutouts to all our sponsors and all our partners for making the University Alliance Cup possible and making it happen to our season 3. Magkaka-season 4 pa sana. And sana nandito pa rin ako. Huwag niyo akong i-fire.
Grabe naman, batang bata ka pa, Taylor. Wag ka naman ganyan.
Oo.
Um, really looking forward to seeing yung iba't ibang colleges. Kasi for me, sobrang highlight din yung Division B. I know it's labeled as Division B, but it's still just as important. Kasi without you guys, syempre, campus play would not be possible without you all. And if you guys are watching and, bago gusto nyo din mag-start ng organization in your own school and you want to partner with AcadArena, you can do so. Just head over to acadarena.com/alliance and we'll talk it over and malay nyo, you might turn your org into a varsity team someday. Pero yun na nga, Tayrar, we are going to be heading into our map. It is going to be Haven. So, ano yung usual favorite agent picks more, or let's say
Astra.
lineups?
I just want to see an
Astra, right off
Astra,
the
and
bat.
it seems like Kizu is actually planning on an Astra pick. Ang dami pwedeng gamitin or gawin sa isang Astra pick eh. You can set up the gravity well, set up the smokes as well, pop that concuss, and also use the utilities of your other agents na meron yung team nyo. With the shock darts connecting, isama mo pa siguro yung nano swarm kapag nahila ka ng gravity well. There's just so much possibility para sa isang creative freedom pagdating sa isang Astra pick. And looking at PUP's Pylon Esports Deorum's pick right here, we are seeing a Sova, a KJ, a Sky pick as well, an Astra, and their duelist with the Jet. And looking at GD Esports though, Yusuke,
I mean, personally, I'm definitely in favor of the Sova pick for Haven. For me, masterclass
it's a
talaga
hundred
yung
percent pick.
Sova. I know. It's masterclass as long as you have an somewhat of an open area, especially in C site and A site. The lineups are gonna be very beneficial. So far, wala pa ako nakikitang Viper for Haven. That's what I love to see, especially yung mga lineups siya with the snake bites. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is gonna be GD Esports versus Pylon Diorum. And I think this is gonna be our second to last match of the night. And mukhang may paunting flex pa yung GD Esports dun sa player profile, ah.
Pang-amba yun eh, pang-amba para
Oo nga
medyo
eh.
katakutan. Parang picture pa lang bago magsimula yung laban, dun na yung laban. Dun nagsisimula yung
Tama.
laban eh, sa face-off photo ng mga players and ng mga teams natin. And I just want to talk about the double duelist setup from the side of GD Esports. A very, what can we say? Like a rank type, usual default lineup that we can see para sa mga players natin with the Rays and also the Reyna. And with the help of the Sky, they can utilize that information and also the Sova. But looking at Pylon Diorum, they also have that same lineup aside from, of course, having a
Astra.
Sentinel. Walang Sentinel eh.
I mean, personally, sa post plant, baka mahirapan sila there. But, mukhang okay naman for the side of PUP. They have that Astra, as you say. I'm really looking forward to the types of concuss and gravity wells na gaganap dito, especially for the retakes. This is gonna be super important. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be the Z's getting this opening pick onto Asti. It's gonna be just in front of mid window. So medyo mabagal yung trend natin here, Terror, eh. Kasi kanina, in the early matches for the day, medyo mainit na yung laban from the get-go when it came to the pistol round. So, we like to see this. Honestly, we see this a lot in the big competitive plays. And I'm not saying it's clumsy to just go all out sa pistol rounds. Obviously, kung panalo kayo sa round, go ahead. But it is a little bit of slow push. But as I say that, pabilisin ng pasok ang side ng PUP. Si Pix na lang natitira. And I'm not surprised that they are left by themselves here. Usually, Pix is the go-to person for flank. Fortunately, there will be no more assisted flanks for this round, considering his teammates are already on the ground.
10
Oh, pero
seconds remaining.
saktong-saktong paranoia. What a
There you
play.
go. The paranoia comes in and the kill as well. Talagang inantay. Gamitin yung paranoia na yan despite knowing na papasok na rin yung team members ng Pylon Dior kanina. At the same time, naka-pick off sila actually dito sa GD Esports eh. They knew na magpupush or possible push yung duelist, especially knowing that this is the early round. So, nag-push yung Raze, waiting for a pick sana kung may lalabas man doon sa grass, pero walang lumabas. They used the recon to actually pinpoint kung meron man enemy towards mid. But the thing is, they could have used that recon doon sa A site, kung kailan sila papasok, kung saan sila papasok. But it is what it is. Around is around para sa GD Esports right now. And they were able to capitalize on that paranoia very much well so. And now looking at it, they are just playing for picks for the side of PUP.
Oo nga eh. It feels like a different team, honestly, because a while ago, they were methodical going up against Adu game. But now, they're just playing for picks, as you said. And they're relying on information as they should. And kanina nga when they were up against Adu game, I see a similar strategy. They are making sure that they're diminishing the numbers of Island Diorum. so that they can guarantee their win for the succeeding round. It's a really good strategy. Most of the time they do get the dub, but now it is gonna be a full force. GD Esports here trying to get into B side, but they failed to do so. They do not have the guns. Oh, they managed to pick up a couple of Spectres. At least it is still gonna be a battle of 1v2 here.
Left.
And it's gotta be really important. And Baby Brew manages to get that final kill right off the dark cover. And 2-0 to start off the round. And super, might I say, aggressive, especially buying those Spectres. I'm not surprised. They did it a while ago. They're gonna do it again here. And in a map like Haven, it's just double the trickiness because you have 3 sites. They were comfortable earlier with just 2 sites and Ascent. Now they actually have to start thinking a bit more.
100%. Disease nga lang, there's not enough money to buy a rifle. And also, a while ago for PUP, kailangan talaga nila mag-play slow. Kasi knowing na Haven is also like an aim duel map from afar, if you can get the pickoffs, meron ka agad advantage eh. And the thing is also, pwede kang i-burst down ng mga Spectres. Lugi sa'yo, Sheriff versus Spectre sa long range. Might as well, if talagang crack shot ang kayang gawin ng ibang team, then makukuha at makukuha ka rin talaga. Now they are preparing for the post plant right here. Lahat sila nasa Silong and IU with the biggest flank of his life, but he won't be able to get the kill instead. Now, Pix, alam natin kung gaano kaya mag-pop off ng player na to.
Yeah, definitely do, especially when they get a lot of good picks and a spray. But with that said, it's just absolute obliteration from the side of PUP here as they're trying to deny this retake. Kai plays literally greeted by the whole squad. Hindi na yun, parang triple-double pick na yung ganun ah. Buong squad na nakatitig sa'yo. Well,
surprisingly, especially knowing na lahat sila nasa long sea, pag nalapagan ng dark cover yun o kaya ng mga smoke, medyo mahirap, no? Kuhanin ulit yung side. But at the same time, wala rin namang guns na maayos. Walang rifles pa yung PUP. So they were able to capitalize on that. But I am expecting that moreover sa mga susunod na rounds, if they take on C, they could probably take on Garage as well and backside. Now with an early pick off from Asti, getting a kill on Jet Patchy is already an opening for GD Esports and going for another one as Pix takes out one more player, or rather 1-to-1 trade para sa mga teams na meron tayo dito.
grabeng init na ng laban here in mid-courtyard, and more often than not, nakikita natin, it's more methodical plays in A, but A's actually been shy of a spike for the previous round. So A's side's just gonna have to wait a little bit before a spike gets planted on their ground. So far, GD Esports still holding their position. It's a 4 versus 4, still anybody's game. And it's gonna be up to Pipe and the Aurum here to decide where to land that spike finally. So far, all hands on deck for our defenders. It's gonna be Baby Brew covering that garage angle. Well, the spike is going to be picked up by Shiv, possibly en route to A. Finally.
Slowly but surely, teams trying to find pickups after pickups. Labanan
30
kasi ng
seconds
pickups tong Haven eh. With the Owl Drone, they will continue and move with that.
You should run.
They take on Sewers. They also take on A-Long. Now, this is the lockdown from the Killjoy. Mapo-force out yung players na umatras muna on the side of GD Esports, especially kapag nakakuha rin sila ng isang kill towards them. 10 seconds remaining to plant the spike. And napakadaming blinds ang nilalabas dito with the guiding light and also the leer. Susubukan sana ni Kek pero it's not gonna happen. It's too late already as they take on the pickoff. Now with Baby. Whoop! The guiding light, will it connect to anyone? The Shockers connect though. One more guiding light available, but the crossfires not there
One enemy
as they
remains.
expected. The last remaining player. I think lugi talaga sila sa positioning dito. They weren't able to have a crossfire on a link, and at the same time, mabilis nakapasok yung players ng GD Esports. Nakapwesto pa sila actually.
Tama, I think yung position ni Shiv might have been best kung nandun lang siya sa health to try and counter anyone potentially coming from A-Long. Pero they did have information eh kung saan na nanggagaling yung defenders, and they were somehow positive that they were coming from A-Link, and possibly nagulat sila na they came in with such force. And that's what GD Esports love to do. They love to take everyone by surprise. And I know you mentioned Keck, and I'm gonna have to commend this player kasi kanina pa siya nagbibigay ng critical and impactful plays that we've seen when it comes to the end game. But right now, it's gonna be a battle over skies here in Sinong. It's gonna be guiding lights right before that
Labanan
trailblazer.
ng
Maybe.
ibon.
Oo nga eh. At,
Naglalabasan sila
Guys,
ng birdie dito sa long sea, guys.
Terrar, please.
Ay, sorry.
Please.
Sorry, akin.
Guys, ibang usapan po yun. Family friendly.
Totoo
But
naman
then,
Anong tawag mo sa
okay.
guiding light? Ibon, di
Okay.
ba?
Okay. Sige.
Mhm.
Okay.
May point
Pagbigyan
naman
Tama
ako.
ka naman. May point ka naman. I mean,
Just speaking facts.
she's an animal bender, so I mean, I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but well,
Pero ang layo ng guiding light towards Longxi, umabot hanggang dito kay Disease na umatras na rin naman. So, memorize na memorize eh. Yung galaw nung ibon na yon with the guiding light. Now, setting up the smokes, trying to pinpoint. Alam mo kasi pagdating sa mga smokes na to, kailangan mo yung impormasyon muna kung saan ba magpupush para ma-set up mo na maayos. And those deep smokes is gonna help them out. The guiding light was destroyed, pero hindi prepared ang Sova ng GD Esports to see them dash in completely. Keck was able to take on a kill like you said, Yusuke. Yung mga pinaka-importanting kills dito, kay Keck na pupunta.
and definitely giving Shivy a run for the money. And ayan na naman tayo with that paranoia to throw him off. And unfortunately, will be double peaked by Asti there alongside Baby Bro. And it is going to be GD Esports sitting comfortably with a 3-point lead. It was a close one. It was a battle of the birdies and push into A. And
The
I
birdie
guess,
of GD Esports wins.
yes, they are the bigger bird. They're indeed. They're the big
This time
bird.
around. For this round.
Naging
suppose.
angry bird na for PUP. Pero, tama ng usapang bird na, ka-board. Anyways, we are looking into round number 6.
It's an eco round for the team of Pylon Dioro. So we are expecting yet another slow push from them. So this time, aware yung GD Esports din eh, na this is an eco round for them. Kailangan lang natin dito gawin. Mag-antay. Yun lang.
Oh, speaking of waiting, grabe, Kai Place has a really good position here, but the intuition from our attackers on the side of PUP, hindi pa naman sila nagko-commit into Garage, but Shiv might be lost if they're not careful. Niya na nga nakuha na ng Brab si Kai Place. Looking for a second, fortunately for him, Jetpachi will tailwind out of danger, but Keck will spot them, so that's information. And tingnan mo naman yung minimap Tera, lahat sila nasa, lahat sila nasa garage. Yung isa nasa A-long, ready to pinch the rest of our attackers. And it is still a formidable force for side of PUP to try and stay alive here. But,
Nag-check the
My
corners because of that
One
smoke.
enemy
1-to-1 trade. 1v1 pa nga. This is actually already a win for Pylon kung iisipin natin because na-damage mo kahit papaano yung economy on an eco round. But still, a round is a round, Yusuke. GT Esports makes this 5-1. Kaso nga lang, look at the economy of the players. Isa dito ay madadrop pa naman.
oh man, it's unfortunate that lahat sila naka-invest ng pera and they are looking to get it back. It's the side of GD, you know, they have a little bit of an advantage. Si Kai Place and IU has some money. Si Asti nag-invest na nga ng operator, so that's gonna be a big chunk out of their wallet. With that said, it's a full force of utilities and ultimates rushing into Seaside right now. Ang dami natin nakikita na Astral Stars in the play. Kai Plays gets a kill, Shiv as well, and Keck gets 2, especially not in Empress mode. That is quite impressive. Kailangan mo mag-reload. Actually, goes for reload. Good job for them. And dalawa na lang
Narinig ka eh.
nakikita. Yun nga, just a little whisper in his ear. Pre, mag-reload ka.
Spy is the only man remaining for the team. He was able to punish one. He won't be able to get the second one. 6-1 is the score. Speaking of ones, And Pylon Diorum, they're having a tough time leveling with the players of GD Sports. Talagang napapunish sila with the kind of setup or plays na ginagawa actually ng GDE Sports, no? And I think Pylon Diorum right now can capitalize on those Astra Gravity well. They can use those utilities, but I haven't seen it that much dahil nauuna yung pick-offs.
I know.
Wala na
It's
naman silang pera.
I mean,
Get out of my
it's
way.
fortunately, I think it's just a case of bad timing for them. And with that said, Asti again with another first blood for them. That is going to be a picks here down. Kizu will be getting that refrag at least to balance out the game. But Jetpachi missing all those blades. That would have been such an opportune kill to get someone out in B. And a spray from Baby Brew alongside Asti. Hello?
Easy, easy, easy. Easy.
Bruh.
It was an eco round.
Bruh.
So, with regards doon sa pagiging pagpupush nila rin naman o pagiging aggressive nila, they can definitely do that. Pero yung shot sana from the Blade Storm, yun yung inaasahan or isa sa aasahan ng team ng Pylon Diorum. And without any pickoffs from the Blade Storm, mahirapan talaga sila. And the push from the garage, kanina pa pinaglalaban ng GD Esports and they just win and win and win again sa garage na yan.
Sana all pinaglabanan. Ay, sorry. Sorry. Ibang usapan pala yun.
Wrong stream,
Sorry.
Yusuke. Wrong
Sorry.
stream.
Anyways, back to our game. Yes. Mga si Kek ang unang delete from this map. It's gonna be a 5 versus 4 situation here. It's still in favor for PUP here to make a potential play. They were considering to go to A side, but quickly switched over to C. Guiding Light is gonna make its way into the site. Kai plays will be teleporting all the way to base, possibly get a good flank read here. Jetpachi with the opening pick here. Unfortunately, mukhang na-cancel ni Kai plays ang kanyang ultimate, so will unfortunately not be going for any flanks. That is, however, 100 Fury going inside the side. Jetpachi is down, and it is going to be up to IU to possibly clutch this round. Take note, ladies and gentlemen, they still have money. So IU doesn't really have to go for the safe. And finally, PUP, they broke the code there. Nakakuha pa sila ng isang point here just before the half.
They also need to watch out for Asti, to be honest. Kasi looking at the KDA as well, this guy can punish after punish. If kaya nilang maiwasan kahit papano yung... kasi with the map like Haven, napakalayo ng rotation mo. Kunwari pupunta ka ng A site and then nasa C, yung all the way from C, yung isa sa top fragger nila dito. At least magagawa mo yun, right? So, you have to figure out kung saan ba nakaposition yung players. But knowing that this is also the 7, 8, 9, 10th round that we have right here,
Quick maths.
dapat, nagbilang talaga eh. On stream pa yun, ha? So, marirealize nila kung ano yung pwesto ng GD Esports. Now, knowing that as well, they should be able to adjust at this point. But it seems like talagang ultimate punish ang kayang dalhin ng GD Esports towards Pylon Diorum.
Oo nga eh. I mean, it's I want to say it's a level-headed game, pero right off the bat, GD Esports, pinapakita nila that they really want to get this over with. Now, for Pylon Diorum, they did have a relatively good game earlier. And I was hoping for them to try and carry on the tide, pero I think they may be overwhelmed with the playstyle of GD here. As I say that, Disease possibly going head-to-head with Baby Brew, but will retreat, get out of danger. Spike has been banned for long. Guiding Light will be blinding a couple of the members of PUP here. They have planted that spike for long, so take note, it is going to be a long...
Kailangan niya lumabas. Wait lang. Magte-trailblazer sana siya doon, pero napaisip siya ng slide, tapos napatingin na lang din siya sa corner niya kung kakasya ba siya. Pero abot pa rin siya ng lockdown na yan. Paranoia, walang makokonectan dahil lahat ng players na force out actually doon sa back end. And this is not the battle of defuse. Kaya nga ba hawakan yung post-plant situation na yan as the spike diffuser is killed. This is the Hunter's Fury coming out as well para lang ma-delay kung sino man ang nagde-defuse ng spike. It's all now up to Asti and he's just gonna save this gun. You know, ST,
Oh my god.
pag kung iisipin din natin na fake yung GD Esports dun. Kaya naparotate si Asti completely towards A site.
Oo nga eh. Tapos ang bigat pa ng operator, so really
Bukas pa siya
carrying the weight of the
makakarating.
build. Paano kaya kung may ganun sa Valorant, no? Kung
Oh, para
binibitbit mo
kang
yung
ano,
Odin, may
nag
movement speed na factor
para kang
na mabagal
nag-chat
ka. Oo.
tapos sinabi mong on the way ka na, naliligo ka na o kaya on the way ka na.
Oo. Oo.
Pero nakahiga ka pa talaga. Ganun yung feeling na hawak mo yung operator tapos kailangan mo mag-rotate sa post-plant situation.
Oo nga eh. Kapag pistol, parang 5 minutes early, nandun ka na eh. Pero, wala. Imagine if they did add that in Valorant. May movement decay kapag ang bigat ng baril. That'd be cool. I wanna see that someday. Siguro game mode, possibly. Riot, hello? Are you listening? But, so far, I really wanna attribute though for that last play. Ang ganda ng retake na sana. But I think they just got overwhelmed. And speaking of overwhelmed, PUP with an absolute blast of an entrance here into A site. And si Kai Bisa na nga natitira. And that is gonna be an adieu for that round. And, you know, they're just chilling. Terror, okay lang naman. You know, last round, they were saving their creds to make sure they had money before the half. So this round is just as important for Pylon Diorum to win. Because you want to close that gap as much as possible. Okay na yung ginawa nila. They managed to get 2 points at least. So if they can secure this one, they're definitely still in the running to win this whole game.
At the same time, if you think about it as well, kung ano yung sinasabi ko kanina na GD Esports nabasa nila yung Pylon Diorum. This time around, sila naman yung nabasa. So alam na yung mga positioning na ginagawa nila. Alam na rin yung pagiging hyper-aggressive ng team na to. And ang ginagawa na lang ng players talagang labanan ng aim duel. Nagiging comfortable na rin si Jet Patchy into taking those aim duel and winning them as well. Baby Brew on the other hand was able to pick up 2 players. He needs to go back, but Disease catches him. It sounds not nice, but that's what it is. That's what I saw and I just casted it. I'm sorry.
She's not wrong, guys. Please don't report us. We're here. We're trying.
It's the
Please.
name.
It's don't hate the player, hate the game, please. Hihi. Speaking of games, after that, well, really loud battle, parang battle royale yung ganap kanina dun sa mid-courtyard. Ngayon, balik muna tayo sa FPS. Spike is gonna be planted here in A side, and Ayu with a spray transfer will connect onto Jet Patchy. Hits off that really good recon.
Kanya-kanyang drone, kanya-kanyang recon. Huli
Ooh.
ka, Shiv. Alam na ang posisyon mo. Shock dart, pero
Ooh,
umilip
it
ng
connected.
kaunti. Nag-connect. Low na yung The swing, the wide swing secures the kill. Shiv was able to take that and make this a 7-5. Not too bad for the side of Pylon Diorum. Took some time bago nila ma-figure out kung anong ginagawa ng GD Esports, yung pagiging hyper-aggressive nila. Jet Patchy was able to pick up some kills, like lots of kills during that last rounds na nakuha nila on the first half. And the comfortability and confidence of this player is oozing.
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 Oh, but there's a
Meron
different
ng
image in my brain when you said that. So sorry.
May
Um,
factor na.
Okay, I see how it is. I mean, it's a losers bracket. So obviously, you lose this one, you're completely out of the whole competition. Everyone's just bearing it all out there, making sure that they can play the best version of the game as they can. And it's what I love about the losers bracket. It's super cutthroat. Everyone's at each other's necks. And now it's gonna be fixed with an aggressive pick here in mid court. Unfortunately, shots will not connect to anyone just yet. But that turret will spot Asti. Tamang mamba out lang. Make sure they won't get tagged by that. Guy Place is actually quite low in health. That is gonna be Kizu, however, playing back and forth with them as the gear goes in through garage. Keck with the frenzy at hand, looking for a target. CCTs, catching Jet Patchy, will connect. Goes for that overheal. And Baby Brew with another kill. Unfortunately, from behind, hindi nila nakita. Pix and Kizu are also right there. With, as I say that, Ayu catches Kizu off guard, who's really low in health. And sakto-sakto ang pag-drone. Will go for a charge. Left, right, strafe, cha-cha-cha. Tamang mamba out ng sabi ni Asti, but is it gonna be enough to fend off Ayu? Shiv, mistake, as it is, but Pix Oh my god, back and forth kills. Did a full 180. Legit 180. Is that a 180?
Kinabahan ng
Roger?
slight dun eh. Pagka-aldro niya, nasa mukha niya na mismo. So sabi, teka lang, mamaya na tayo mag-away. Atras muna tayo. Time
Valorant,
first
isa
muna, time
horror.
first. Valorant parang fast mo ata nilalaro ko. So Asti really popping off with 17.82 KDA. Isa talaga siya sa mga kumukuha o nagdi-deal ng damage towards the players of PUP and just destroying kung paano sila pumasok sa site kanina. But looking at the scoreline right now, you can't really depend on just one player popping off. This is not like CS na kahit isang player lang magbuhat sa buong team. Pwede na kasi may kanya-kanyang roles yung players dito.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the thing with Valorant is you do have your utilities and you have your set of roles. That's what adds balance to the game. Kaya like the teamwork here super emphasized because I mean kung lahat kayo duelist, I mean sure go for those frags. I think we had an all duelist composition one time. I believe it was way back season 2 and it was just for fun but still, you know, I mean everyone has their set roles and they're tailored to help you win the game and right now 76 is our scoreline. GD Sports they had a really good lead earlier but it's PUP crawling back. And I'm not surprised if they are, because as you said, they're having a good read kung saan ba pupunta yung GD Esports.
With Jet Patchy waiting on window garage. Pag nawala tong smoke na to, pwede niyang makita.
30 seconds left.
Nagkasilip na nga, and this is a kill for Jet Patchy. He was able to secure that. The guy decides comes out as well. Dalawang players with the gravity. Well, wala na akong makita, pero okay lang yan. Basta sumabog silang lahat. This is now the pistol. After pistol kills, pero may Ares din nakasama. With 13 seconds remaining
10 seconds
onto the
left.
time para ma-plant ang spike. This is
Last
enough.
player standing.
Uy! Na-plant yung spike, but the kill wasn't there. Pera pa din. Money is money.
300 is 300. Pangbaon lang.
Pamasay, makakarating ka na ng MOA, makakabalik ka with Macdo, not sponsored by the way. Tapos,
Sana.
makakauwi ka pa. So, pwede na.
Agreed. 77 is a scoreline and wow, this is how you know it's a really intense battle. I mean earlier the score was 6-3. So it really was the side of GD Esports just losing a lot of those rounds and I wouldn't say it's necessarily because of their mistakes. It's just that Spile and Diorum are fighting back and they're doing it so. Looking at the stat sheets, PUP, they've definitely improved since the first half. Lineup.
Recon won't detect anyone. Actually, pero what's being detected is Asti waiting for that Recon to go out and Jet Patchy capitalizing on that weight. He was able to take out the kill, 1-to-1 trade lang. Pero low on HP players dito ng GD Sports. Si Baby Brew pwede siya makapag-heal, but Kek goes in already with a Leer in. And hinahanap niya na, mag-shock dart pa nga at dismiss sa muka. Kek W was able to secure that kill and just mamba out of his way. The heals comes in as well for the team. Now with a 4v3 situation, paano matitake ang site with the pistols?
That's gonna be really tough for them, but it's not impossible. That's one guiding light out. Pix will be getting AUF will be getting picked as well, but Disease from the back will be getting picked. And it's gonna be a 2v1 in favor of GD here and there, and grab it. Y'all didn't even let him like fall off. You just shot him like mid-air. That's a bit rude, in it. My gods.
Oof. Money is a factor on the side of GD Esports. This is gonna be a broken buy for them. Pero kailangan nilang sabayan si Baby Brood dito na kumpleto rin sa utilities and also with the rifles as well as key plays. GD Esports, they kind of stuck right now in a position kung saan paano nga ba tayo mag-e-entry, guys? What's the P? What's the plan? With the Trailblazer, alam nilang very close lang sa corner yung players ng GD Esports at alam din nila na dalawa to. Baiting out that op shot. They know the guns now. They move out.
Yeah, they don't want to mess around with that big boy. You're like, yeah, I'm
Kahit
out.
ako, pag nakarinig ako ng operator, nag-a-alt F4 na lang ako eh.
Ako, dinidelete ko yung buong folder, pero sige.
Ina-uninstall ko na lang, pati System 32.
Na, nakakatakot eh. It's, alam mo yung malala yung jump scare na off shot? You know, just enjoying yourself, walking around the map. Tapos biglang you get popped by an off. That's, sis, hindi ko naman kung may collaboration sila sa Phasmo. But speaking of Phasmo, it's gonna be a lot of
Blind
covers
shot.
here. We're not gonna be seeing a lot of action because of the gift of the guiding light. But Jet Pachi actually getting a lot of kills and another one as well on the high place and Kizu to finish round 8-8 pa din. And the side of GD Esports failing to make an entry into the site.
Ang ganda ng pagka-setup ng star sa garage. Pagpasok ng dalawang players, Kizu, binaril niya lang. Wala na siyang pakialam kung nasan yung mga kalaban. But because of that gravity well, nahila yung mga players na yan. At syempre with the vulnerability, may concuss pa, merong pang bulag.
Lahat na.
Kumpleto na lahat na. Sinalo nila.
Literal na buy one take two. Legit. And I think that's such an OP thing to do, especially if you master an agent like Tra. You can capitalize on all of your utilities and you'll know just when to pop those. And if you do it at the same time, that's just massive mayhem for the opposing side.
Trailblazer comes out. Repositioning mula kay Jet Pachi. Uy! Linashinan yung yung aso.
Oof, oof.
Ang dami na sinalo masyado dito ng players on the side of Pylon Diorum pero hindi enough para makuha yung kills there. One by one, they goes down in the hands of Shiv with a 4 freaking K and picks to secure the kill. Inagaw yung ace, mga kaibigan.
Okay lang yan. Basta panalo yung round. A
KS.
wise person once
Kill
said,
secured.
a wise person once said, if someone steals your ace, don't be mad. You never know, they saved your life.
That's true, but the kill or the person is so far off. Feeling ko KS talaga yun, guys.
Yun lang. Sakto sana kung
Nag-post.
sana kita natin yung face cam so we can see their genuine reactions. Pwede natin
Like,
basahin kung ano.
Why, bro? That was my ace. Tapos sasabihin ni Pix parang, hayaan mo na, tol. At least panalo yung round. Sige na nga.
Sige na nga. And hindi na mag-aaway. Diffuse the situation.
Yung dash in talaga sa Trailblazer
Oo nga
eh.
eh,
Ang dami
natawa
nang
ako dun eh.
nakonkas, ang dami nang tinamaan ng paint shells, nag-clear in na sila, not enough pa rin para makakuha ng kills. Nilaro nila yung utilities, sadyang yung positioning lang talaga ng GD Esports, or rather ng Pilot Diorum pala, ay napakaganda on that round. And looking at it, they are planning again a tight 8-8 for the team.
Yeah, they're pushing in hard and faster, and this is what we see from GD textbook play from them, and our defenders still scrambling to get into the site. Pero yun na, lockdown has been initiated from the side of PUP. It is definitely their round to win as long as they can pick off the rest of GD. It is, however, going to be Jet Pachi lurking all the way from the back. Literal na lahat ng miyembro ng GD Esports nandoon sila, but they decided to leave the task to, I believe that it's going to be Asti just waiting for them. But now it is mayhem happening in the side right after that Cosmic Divide is put up there. And bullets flying left and right. And this round is going to go to the side of GD Esports. And the battle is still going. We haven't seen a solid lead since we've equalized in the second half, Dejar.
Oh, that's true. GD Esports, like I said a while ago, they're kind of stuck right now. In a position kung saan nga ba sila mag-e-entry, saan nga ba kami papasok. But this time, nahanap nila yung footing, nakapasok sila, and they got around yet again. But looking at it, even though ganun yung mga nangyayari sa rounds, and Pylon Diorum was able to punish them from time to time, very in an equilibrium state yung pera ng both sides of the teams. Parehas lang, hindi nagkakalayo. And knowing that this is the scoreline as well, it is not impossible for both sides of the team. Anything can happen literally. As Pix is waiting on the garage window, walang katao-tao because they are planning yet again an A-side take.
It's worked for them once, they're definitely gonna go for it again the second time around. They are gonna be switching up their plant position here, but manages to adversely go against down to Shuri. I take it back. Kai Plays will be a victim to that. And now it's still in favor of GD Esports. However, two defenders left, no utilities. but not much utilities left at hand. This is gonna be really
Last player
tricky to retake. Shiv goes down. Unfortunately, Keck is ready to go for that
Actually,
refrag.
dapat kanina pa na-plant
Out of
yung
charges.
spike eh. Pwedeng tangkihin nung Omen yung damage na yun. Pero nag-decide siya mag-cha-cha at mag-sway-sway. Pero hindi rin siya nakaiwas. At the same time, nakakuha na rin ng matinding pick-offs yung GD Esports on that round. And inaabangan actually yung crossfire play. Inaabangan na nila, ina-expect na nila. Pero hindi nagpatinag yung Pylon Diorum sa rather sa GD Esports, hindi nagpatinag si Ayu na sumilip agad.
Inside.
Fine. I mean, right now, grab it. Terror. It's
your
a
shots.
head-to-head battle, but Keck, please fix that spray. Shiv is literally trapped in a corner here, but will still win that battle against Keck. And it is gonna be a 2v4. And what a way for PUP to turn the tide. Si Ayu na lang ang natitira dito. Will be getting the head tap into Kizu.
This
It's
is
not
still winnable.
impossible.
That's true.
Indeed.
There's so much time to play
Oh!
with and play around with a double kill, but not with the triple as Jet Patchy secures the round for the team. 11 or 10 score.
Konti na lang na lineup sila dun. Buti na lang. Umalis si Shiv. Make sure that collateral wouldn't have happened. But, I mean, admirable effort for Ayu to try, of course. Really hoping that they can continue further on. But again, 10-10 is our scoreline. None of these teams are letting up. And I'm actually getting a little bit worried once we get the match point. Is this going to be our first overtime of the day?
Oh, the Lear, but the detection from the Sova is there. Ayu, sumilip pa nga. Gumusto pa, binigyan na. Gumusto pa ulit.
Nagparamdam lang, you know, like give us a
Inalaw
sign.
niya yung baso.
Give me a sign. Yeah, of course. No, gotta let yourself know that you're there in the front door. Konting katok lang. Hi guys, we're here. And speaking of here, it is gonna be the Lear greeting the rest of the side. Gek tried to go for a wall bang, will fail. Goes for a spray, gets one, looking for more picks to get Ayu though as well. Gets a dismiss, gets the formation. Pero once a dismiss has been dismissed, Kizu will be getting Gek out of the way. Asti will be getting Kizu, however, still in favor. Not anymore for GD Esports here. Can be a 2v2. Spike is well on its way to be planted. The Jet Patchy looks for a target, will not find one just yet. Deceased waiting up top for a head, a body part, anything to show up. Jet Patchy throws that cloudburst. An operator at hand switches over to a Vandal, looking for a target now here in sewers. Will be going for the tap. Try to get anyone here, but the paranoia will be catching them off guard. It's gonna be Baby Brew to get deceased, but it's up to Jet Patchy now to clutch it out. They're very low on health, and Kai plays the only one left, goes for that flick and wins the round for them.
Ang ganda na sana nung crossfire nila doon. And Jet Patchy was able to utilize those smokes para hindi siya makita kahit na nag-connect na yung paranoia. The top of the spike para i-fake, para lang malure out yung enemies or yung GD Esports sumilip. But the thing is, hindi nakuha yung kill on A short, on sewers. That's why Jet Patchy, of course, if she reloads, or if he reloads, malamang sa malamang lalabasin siya doon. But, malay mo, pwede rin i-fake yung reload.
Oo nga eh.
Oh, tapos palit ka lang sa sheriff. Pero
What a
masyado naman
bait.
tayo madaming iniisip.
What a bait.
Guni-guni na lang natin to, Yusuke.
Tama. I think
Nakita na naman.
one of the plays I like there yung paranoia from the side of Guy Please really was impactful. And we saw it in the previous rounds, how he's been using it. Right now, Jet Patchy getting an early frag, another as well, playing super aggressive. Literally, Jet Patchy against the world right now. As a full squad of defenders are still trying to make a play here. Jet Patchy hiding all the way here in the corner, hoping for anything else to happen. Kek will be getting that sucky onto Kizu. Switching over to a gun, pero kailangan niya pa din mag-reload. Will be spotted by the recon bot. Oh, and then just to break it beforehand, Empress mode is being popped off. That recon bot will tag him. Medyo gigil na gigil si Kek dito. Hindi niya alam sa siya titingin, pero okay lang. Kasi nakita naman siya ng turret. It's gonna be up to him to get the clutch for this round now. This is a very tricky situation. Terror. Spike is with Jet Patchy. And Keck here hasn't seen a single target just yet. And with that crossfire, unfortunately, that Empress mode it's gonna go to waste on that play. 11-11. Uy, may
Mainit.
sale. May sale.
Ako,
Car.
Christmas na naman.
Nako.
Whenever I see boys and girls selling lantern on the street, si Asti di pa rin nakakataas yung kill. Kanina pa siya sa 20 na stock.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah.
But the thing is, sobrang pantay ng laban dito. Obviously, with the scoreline as well. Pati na rin doon sa mga kills after kills na nakukuha nila. It just seems like both of the teams are in par with each other and balanced well enough na kumbaga paunahan na lang kung sino magkamali. Capitalizing on that mistake is very important. Kung sino una makakapitalize doon, siya yung mananalo sa round.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Give us a second, ladies and gentlemen. It is
What a smoke.
still a top uphill battle. Okay, ang ganda kaya ng smoke ni Astra. I actually discovered, alam mo ba, Taylor, like, I think it kind of mutes the sound also if you're like inside of it. Do you know that?
Really?
Like
I'm a
one time
BCT
I was
caster and I
playing,
don't know this.
no, one time I was playing, legit, swear. Like, I
Di ba?
couldn't hear anything happening outside of the
Whiskey.
smoke. I don't know if I was bugged. I don't know if I was tripping.
Na ano
I
ka
don't
na?
know. I don't know if I'm seeing the stars in a different way.
Guni-guni mo lang yan.
Okay.
But this is the martial shots not connecting. And also at the same time, Pilo Diorum is just holding B-side completely. I really think GD Esports gumagana sa kanila yung A-take. Pero sa lubong gang with Asti on the corner. Match point para sa side ng PUP, Pylon Diorum. They only need one more. Isipin mo, 2 players lang sila, oh. Pagkapatay ni Kek, lumilipat sa Asti.
Kek.
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 How do you read it?
It's such a keyboard smash name, honestly.
Kek.
Kek.
Keku.
Kek.
Parang, ang hirap mag-isip. Tapos,
Yeah, I know.
hinampas niya yung keyboard
I
niya.
know.
Oh, yun yung lumabas. Okay na to, guys.
Okay.
Huwag natin, hayaan mo na mahirapan yung casters magsabi.
Okay, yeah. Let our imagination thrive. We'll do fine here. But you just focus on winning. Speaking of winning, look at this Terrar. It is gonna be a force of nature from GD Esports to make it into A side. But that lockdown is imminent, and si Asti, who will be hit by that trailblazer. But it is going to be the rest. Oh my god, and there we go. That is it.
That is it? Hanggang ngayon, isipin mo tapos na yung round, concuss pa rin yung mga
Hello?
players. Ganun kabilis.
Ganun
Speed
katindi.
lang, fast lang. Kekwe.
Kekwe.
Now, sabi sa comment section. PUP Pylon Diorum wins this match against GDE Sports. It was very painstaking and shesh. Shesh.
They got ice in their veins.
They got
This is
eyes in
going
their
on.
veins. They're bussing. Right now, we're so Gen Z, Yusuke.
I'm sorry. I
It's
know.
okay.
We
It's
know.
okay.
Uy,
We're
may
so
nagpa-face
TikTok.
reveal.
We're so
Uy.
TikTokish.
TikTokerish. Hey guys, speaking of
TikTokerish.
TikTok nga
Yeah,
pala.
we do have a TikTok at AcadArena. Check it out.
Yeah,
Thank
check
you.
it out. Yeah, thank you. But anyways, back into the match at hand. Yun nga, it was I'm looking at the score sheet nga right now, and it's actually Asti leading the average combat score. But as you said, Tera, medyo hindi na siya umangat after those 20 kills. Actually, only got 2 more additional kills for the rest of that round. So, do you think it was a little bit of a mishap for Asti, and that somehow changed the momentum for GD Esports and paved the way to PUP?
The thing is, the shift of that momentum, like I said, despite the duelists getting those kills, usually, ang duelist kasi ang nagke-create ng spaces. So, if na-punish agad yung duelist, of course, mahirapan na sila makapag-entry. At the same time, si Asti, majority ng kills dito. And knowing that that is happening as well, obviously, siya yung nagtatrabaho para sa team talaga. But other players from the side of GD Esports were able to step up, honestly. It's just to the point na habol na sila ng scoreline, na bigla sila on the last round, na napakabilis na nangyari, ang daming nangyari ng agad-agaran, na hindi na sila nakareact on their own way. And knowing that it is a double-digit score already, it was a match point already, no room for mistakes na talaga. On par both teams dito, Yusuke, and it's just a matter of time talaga na malalaman natin kung sino ba yung makakakuha ng round, kumbaga.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just it sucks a lot. It's somewhat a slap to the face for GD Esports there. They had a really good run earlier in Ascent, and now in Haven, they did have a really good performance in the first half, and closing into the second half, there were missed
Mhm.
opportunities if I were to put a label on it. But ladies and gentlemen, we still have one more matchup for the night. But before we do head over to our last game of the day, we're gonna be heading into a very, very quick short break. My name is Yusuke. I'm joined by Taylor. Am I pointing? Yes, I'm pointing in the right direction. There we go. Joined by Taylor. We'll see you guys in a
Kabilang
bit.
kalye, nagtitinda na rin kayo, Manong?
Ang notebook.
Sunod na taon, pati menu nadagdagan.
Nax, may squid balls na.
Mahal kasi ang lapis. May kikyaw pa dyan.
Bilib na bilib ako kay Manong Fishball. Akalain mong yung maliit niyang kariton, napalaki niya ng ganon? Ang nagagawa nga naman ng pangarap ng isang magulang.
Manong, anong grade na ba yung anak nyo?
Tagal nang tapos sa mga bata. Ako naman ngayon.
Manong Fishball ang tawag sa kanya. Pero sa mga araw na yun, many years ago, higit pa sa fishballs ang binigay niya sa akin. He taught me na walang di natutupad na pangarap sa taong handang magsumikap.
Dami niya na.
Panghapunan.
Pantoga.
Atin ang pangarap. Atin ang pagsisikap. Atin ang mundo. Globe.